There are a lot of challenges to opening a sober living. There's a lot of challenges that go with deciding to purchase a property and furnish that property and then give the property over to a bigger purpose than yourself. The challenges I've run into with the sober living, there's more than I can count when I think about it. Everything from trying to get the house move-in ready, furnishing the house, state accreditation. It just felt like every time I turned a corner, something else went wrong, something else wasn't working. The plumbing not being right, or the roof having a leak in it, and having to turn around and repair those problems myself or hire someone else to do it if I couldn't. And I think that along the way, the faith that I had in this being successful kept me afloat. There's a certain resilience to just knowing that what I'm doing is the right thing, just knowing that this is my purpose and this is my path. I've been asked, what would you do if the house didn't work? What would you do if it failed? I don't have a plan B for this. God put me in this position to create a safe, sober space for women. And there's no other purpose for this property. And that's what keeps me moving forward. Every time I feel like I've reached a problem that is insurmountable, I have to break down that problem and I have to see what the next right action is. And where sobriety prepared me for that, whenever something feels too big for me to tackle, I pray about it and I analyze the problem and I break it down into what is the one thing that will keep this moving forward? What is the next right thing that I can do? In sobriety, it's one day at a time. Sometimes it's 1 hour at a time. So in building this sober home, it's the same thing when I come across a challenge. It's one day at a time. I can break that day into 1 hour at a time to keep this moving forward. I look back and I see that I've done all of these steps or smoothed out all of these things that at one point looked completely insurmountable. It makes it easier to break it down into small, surmountable tasks when it feels like an insurmountable challenge.